Hi, I'm Anushka Sengupta from Impact Magazine, and we have with us today Mokksh Sani, who's the founder of Living Liquidz and Mansionz and the co-founder of Cartel Bros. And he's also launched some premium spirit ventures like Glenwalk with uh, Sanjay Dutt and Glenjourneys with Mr. Ajay Devgn. Mokksh, happy to have you here.
Same.
So, Mokksh, if you can tell us what inspired you to start Living Liquidz and Mansionz, and how are you managing multiple ventures?
Living Liquids was probably my brainchild, but my father was existing in this business. So I think this was something that I did post I graduated. And, liquor stores was always a barrier for women and for the elite crowd to walk in, and they've always looked down upon. So we wanted to create a brand of our own, or a brand basically where people are more comfortable walking into a liquor store, more confident, and they could shop and browse like you had, in the West.
Okay.
That's what this started from.
Okay. Also, if you can tell us the vision behind Glenwalk and Glen Journeys, and do you think celebrity-backed brands, like what impact do they have on premium spirit ventures in India?
I think, after having number of stores and knowing the pulse of the market, we thought there was a gap that we could fill in. That's where Glenwalk was born. I've been to Scotland. We tried a couple of blends. We selected a couple of barrels, and during that process, when I came back with the liquid, Sanju obviously happens to be a friend. I know him past 2 decades, and I thought it would be a great partnership to have him on board. I went up to his house. He immediately agreed, and I think more or less, consumer brands need a face behind, especially when it's a new brand. People need to relate to what they're drinking and who it kind of belongs to. Since it was a new space for Living Liquids, I mean, we've been in the alcobev business, but for us, coming into the mainstream of manufacturing was a new vertical. So I thought, having a known face behind the brand would have been the right pull behind it, and I think we've done a decent job. So.
Okay. Also, India's liquor industry is burdened with exceeding taxes in form of excise duties. So, how do the tax policies impact your pricing strategies and supply chain?
Obviously, I think more than 75% of every 100 rupees that we spend, 75% of that goes to the government. So that's the kind of taxation that we have in our country. But I think there has been some treaty now with UK, and I think under that new treaty, we are just hoping that things will get better, at least on the import front. Local taxes, I think we don't have a choice, but the government needs. I mean, alcohol business is the second highest, kind of taxation giving to the government, to the exchequer. So that's always going to be there.
Okay. Also, on that, the India UK FTA, like the development that has come up, how do you see that impacting your business and sales as well as the alcobev sector?
It's good overall. I think it's a good thing if it happens, and when it comes into force, we don't know. But I think it's good because there'll be a lot of brands which will globally want to come down to India and explore the Indian market and the Indian consumers. And I think it's the right move going forward.
Okay. Also, every state airport in India I've been to, I've spotted a Living Liquid store, and you're also well spread across major cities. So, what are your expansion plans from here on, and are you targeting tier 3 and 4 cities also?
Tier 3 and 4 cities, I think, is a little. So basically, I believe wherever we have a license, we don't have a obstacle in licensing, we'd be happy to enter those states. I mean, a lot of states have quota systems, TECA systems, lottery systems. I'm not really very keen to enter those states, but any state which has a permanent licensing system or a regulatory licensing system, I'm more than happy entering those states. I mean, we've just entered Goa airports now, but Goa is definitely, we'll be looking at entering in the market as well. And same with Karnataka. So I think any state which regulates us to operate on a on a longer basis, we're happy to enter those states.
Okay. Also, how do you differentiate mansions from a typical bar or liquor tasting venue, and how do you go about its brand building?
See, Mansions is completely, it's we call it a luxury liquor store. Basically, try before you buy is our concept. But it's more for the elite. It's not about the elite. It's people who'd love to shop, people who'd love to browse and experience alcohol more than and experience new blends, new brands. Uh, who are kind of well traveled, who know who kind of are open to different products, because the idea of Mansions was that we should be able to when you go to a bar, you probably see a short list of brands that you can try, uh, whether a drink or two. But when you come to a liquor store, there's a wide range of products and new products which are born every day. But again, how do you decide that whether what bottle should you spend on? So the concept was that we have an open bar there. We allow you to sample the liquid before you can actually decide on to what you want to buy. So, and I think that's been a fairly successful model for us. So I think it differentiates Mansions and Living Liquids. Living Liquids is more like a it's a walk-in store, but it's more like your daily neighborhood store. And Mansions is something where the person is going to experience and browse around and shop.
Okay. Also, India's liquor industry is subject to strict advertising regulations. So, what was the journey like without using conventional advertising?
Uh, but as a lot of people say, alcohol stores don't need marketing and advertisement. So I think we've been lucky enough that way. And we've created a brand and we've created a pull for ourselves. So we've not really needed to advertise as such. Living Liquids was enough, People actually understood because it was one of the first brands that were formed in Maharashtra to start with as a liquor chain. So I think people remember it by that.
Also, your app has been under maintenance for a few months now. So, are you revamping the app? Are you adding new features? And after that, have you seen a drop in sales?
We we've seen a drop in sales, but I think the government is working on something. And sooner or later, if they come up with a better policy, we'll definitely be switching it on.
Okay. Also, if you can give me some idea as to what your online versus offline sales are like, and are you enhancing, are you
Currently, we
investing a
don't
lot?
have any online sales, but yeah, at that one point of time, probably 20% would be online.
Okay. And are you investing a lot to enhance the in-store experiences?
Definitely, we are. I mean, we're the only ones who probably, kind of train our staff. We get them double set, two level two trainings. We have a lot of our stores have formulas who can help consumer pick the right brand for themselves, be it wines, be it spirits. So I think that's the kind of investment that we kind of put in our stores.
Also, Mokksh, if you can tell us how do you see India's liquor market evolving and the opportunities and challenges that you foresee?
Opportunities are great. I mean, as I said, if this FTA happens, and similarly with a lot of countries, if we have a treaty wherein the taxation is brought down, I think globally there are a lot of brands that are not available in India today. So I think that would really help. And I think issues regarding government, I don't want to comment on because we're pretty good with it.
Can you also give us some idea as to what the turnover like you're expecting in this new financial year
With liquids or
with Living Liquids?
living liquids, we should be aiming at about close to about 800 crores.
Also, one last question. What two trends in your industry excites you the most, and how is Living Liquids capitalizing on
What two trends? I think we get the opportunity, at least what I enjoy in my industry, is that we get to do a lot of new things every day, and especially now with Cartel, it's keeping us quite busy because we're launching almost half a dozen new brands this year. So I think that's something that really keeps me going.
Thank you, Mokksh. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for your time.